different things that I want to talk about, but let's start off with what I have up here on the right side first. If you've seen one of the explanation videos before in this same section, you might have seen this, but let me just recap. So if I have two lines that are parallel and I have a line that intersects them, what I want to do is identify the small angles and the big angles. And that's what I have here. See how that's the small angle right there? That's the big angle. And I just label the B's at the big and S at the smalls. A couple of things to keep in mind is all the bigs will equal the big. So this big, this big, this big, and this big will equal each other. And all the smalls will equal each other. And lastly, any big and any small is going to add up to 180. So no matter which big I pick, no matter which small I pick, it's going to add up to 180. Okay, so let me get rid of this now. But definitely keep this in mind while we finish this part off. So let me see how I can get rid of this. Nope, that's not doing it. Nope. Okay, I got rid of a little bit of it, so let's see. Sorry, I'm just gonna need all the room I can get to make this. All right, I'm not sure where I'm messing this up, but there you go. Okay, so let's try to relate what I just told you guys to this problem on the left side. Now what I have here is two lines that are parallel, line 1 and line 2, and I have a line that intersects them. And the question is saying, what is the value of A plus B plus C? I think the trickiest thing here is usually what we're used to seeing is we're used to seeing two parallel lines like this and a line that intersects them, right? In this one, they kind of have it sideways. So that makes it a little bit tougher to see. So what I'm going to do first thing, I'm going to just kind of look at it sideways. So if you look at it sideways, let's do the same exact thing we always do. Let's label the B's for the big angles, and let's label the S for a small angle. See how the F looks smaller than the G? So F is a small angle, G is a big angle, and then this will be S, that'll be big, that'll be the big, small. Now remember, the other couple of things that we said, all the bigs will equal each other. Any combination of big and small has to add up to 180, and obviously all the smalls will equal each other. So let's see what we can do next. What is the value of A plus B plus C? I like this problem where I'm going to assign them numbers. So see how A, B, C, and D? I'm going to rewrite it over here. A equals, and let me change that color before I get mad at that color again. I hate that red color off of this green background. A plus A, B, and C, and D. And on this side, I have E, F, G, and H. What I'm going to do is I'm going to assign a value to my big angle. See that G? Let's make it 110. I know you can't really see it there, so let's make the G 110. But now what that tells me is that all the bigs are equal to each other, so angle E will also be 110. Angle A will also be 110. And angle C right there will also be 110. And I just made a 110, no right or wrong answer. You could have made it 100, as long as it's bigger than 90, because we want to deal with obtuse angles. Let's fill out the other ones now. See how the big and the small must add up to 180? So if this is 110, that means that this must be 70. So F must be 70, and really the remaining angles now must be 70. Let's get to the question. The question is saying, what is the value of A plus B plus C? So here's A, here's B, and here's C. So what is A plus B plus C? 110 plus 110 is 220. 220 plus 70 is 290. So A plus B plus C is 290. So the question is saying which of the following between these A, B, C, and D is 290. So now let me just go through A, B, and C, and D and see which one's 290. Looking at these, D looks like the easiest to work with. So let's just see if we can eliminate it. D is saying 360 minus 110. 360 minus 110 is 250. And that's not what I'm looking for, so I can eliminate D. And next easiest that it looks like to work with is C. 2 times H. H is 70. 70 times 2 is 140. So I'm going to bring C out. I'm going to be all over the place. So let's do C right here. So C will be 180 plus 2 times 70, which will be 140. And 180 plus 140 is 320. Which is not what I'm looking for either, so C is gone. Now I'm left with A and B. They get a little bit more annoying with the math. Let me get rid of this. We know that A plus B plus C is 290, so let me rewrite that over here, because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for which one of these answer choices gives us 290. So let's start with A now. A is saying 2 times G, so that's 110, plus 2 times F, which is 70, minus h, which is 70. Let's see if that gives me 290. 2 times 110 is 220 plus 140 minus 70. And here comes my yellow pen again to make it easier. 220 plus 140. 220 plus 140 is 360. And 360 minus 70 is 290. So A actually works out. A gives me 290. But I'm just going to double check and make sure that B also doesn't give me 290. Because if it does, I have to go back and switch up my numbers. So I'm going to erase this spot that I used for C. And let's do out B over here. So B is saying 3 times D, which is 70, plus, minus 2 times G, minus, so that'll be 2 times 110 plus E, which is 110. So 3 times 70 is 210 minus 220 plus 110. 210 minus 220 is negative 10, and negative 10 plus 110 is 100. So B doesn't work. My answer here is A. Definitely a long drawn out problem. It's not going to be an easy problem. It's probably your level 4, level 5 type of problem. But I love this problem where I can use numbers, make up numbers to help me with getting to my answer.